Hello everyone, B.O.B. here, and welcome to another Minecraft tutorial, and we got a nice easy one for you today. So when you're trying to take off with your Elytra, does it look anything like this? If so, don't feel bad. You're not the only one. In fact, on laggy servers, everybody struggles with that sort of thing. You're just not getting enough hang time to activate that Elytra and fire off that starting rocket while you're still in the air. And that's where these things come in. So this is a super simple Slimeblock Elytra launcher, and the whole idea of this thing is just to give you that few extra seconds of hang time to get that Elytra open and fire off that rocket to send you soaring into the skies. This is just a quick demonstration. As I step on up here on the Slimeblock, you'll see I get launched into the air. I have plenty of time to activate that Elytra and launch off into the sky. Uh, and well, as you could tell, it happened relatively quickly with no player interaction. Just walk onto the block. Now, I've seen other methods for Elytra launchers. I've seen people use just a single water source block in the ground and a riptide trident and launch themselves up into the sky, and that's an effective way of getting that elevation. There's also a model that involves boats and I don't know, some sort of glitch to it sends you to build limit instantly. So I mean, if that's something you're after, uh, this isn't it. This is only going to get you that extra couple of blocks. They could be built down into the ground, so it doesn't actually have to be up this high, or you don't have to actually step up to it. But the idea with this build was something very cheap and simple that you could build a lot of around your base because you'd obviously want more than one of these things. And cheap and simple it is. As you can see, all the materials required are right here in this chest. You would need one sticky piston, one slime block, two tripwire hooks, and one piece of string to string those together. You're going to need some glazed terracotta. I'm putting about 6 pieces into this build. You might need less. You might want more. It kind of depends on how much you want to build this thing in, how much of it you want to cover up. I suppose you could cover it completely with only 4 blocks, but like I said, I'm going to put 6 into this model. Uh, it'll take 4 redstone dust, 1 piece of glass that could also be substituted for a slab, and then 3 solid blocks, something that can be powered. Now, the area required for this build I do have mapped out here, and it's going to be 6 blocks wide by 5 blocks deep. However, like I said, you could build this thing into the ground, so you don't actually have to have steps leading up to it. You could dig down 2 blocks and have this sunk in. So this would be your ground floor right here. Uh, so realistically, the build's only 3 blocks deep, but just for the sake of this tutorial, I'm going with the 5 block deep method because, well, I do have steps. I wanted to build it up out of the ground so it was easier for everyone to see. So just to get started, I'm going to come to this back left corner of the area, and I'm going to come in 3 blocks and then 1 block away from that back border. And then I want a sticky piston facing up right there with a slime block on its face. Next, we're going to want to kind of wrap that thing in glazed terracotta. So I'm going to put 1 piece on each side of that slime block. Now we want to kind of pillar up off the top of this thing on the left and right hand side. So I'm going to just put those in place, and those textures aren't really lining up properly, and I don't really like it, but that's okay. We're going to leave it like that for now. uh, Next, we need to kind of pillar off the side. We're going to step up off the side of each of these. It's going to start to look like an old AFK fish farm here. So we're going to make a little slingshot shape on the top. And then we want our tripwire hook to go right across from solid block to solid block. So we'll put 1 tripwire hook there, 1 right there, and we'll go ahead and string those together. Now we just need to send a signal from the tripwire hook down to our sticky piston. So we're going to do that by coming down to the right hand side here. We're going to place our glass block or slab if you choose to use a slab there, and then a solid block on the ground right next to that, and then we just send a redstone signal from the top of that glass block all the way down to your piston. Uh, in the Java edition, you'd probably have to put in like a repeater here. I don't think you'd be able to send your redstone signal down through this, but on Bedrock this will work just fine. And then yeah, like I said, I'm gonna step up for the purpose of the tutorial, but you could dig this in the ground, save yourself the space, and it'll still launch you up high enough to well, to activate those Elytra. So just to show you from a first-hand perspective, I'm gonna walk up here, launched into the air, plenty of time to get flying before I hit the ground. And yeah, you might need slightly quicker reaction if it's built into the ground, but you're still getting enough distance off of the ground to activate those Elytra and get flying with this contraption. Just a few side notes. As you're, if you plan on building this thing in to kind of hide it, I mean, it's not exactly a great looking build. uh, do not place a solid block there. As you can see, that cut off your redstone signal, so it's not going to reach your piston. You're going to have to do a kind of box out around that. Or, I mean, if you used a glass block there, it wouldn't cut off the signal, or even, I guess, a slab. Uh, but yeah, just, you know, make sure that that redstone line travels downwards there. Also, any block that the slime block would potentially touch while moving needs to either be glazed terracotta, or you could use obsidian as well. And that, my friends, completes today's tutorial. So if you enjoyed this video or you found it helpful, please remember to hit that like button. And if you're interested in seeing more from me, consider hitting that subscribe button as well. I do take requests on these tutorials, so if there's any farms or contraptions you'd like to see tutorials for in the Minecraft, well, in Bedrock or Java, I suppose now I can do tutorials in both. I will primarily stick to the Bedrock edition, though, to accommodate to my viewers. But, if you have requests for any tutorials you'd like to see in Minecraft, please let me know about that in the comments below, and I'll see if I can help you out with that. I would like to thank each and every one of you for watching and wish you all a wonderful day.